Number 7, set clear boundaries for the other people who share your space. So it turns out your home office is likely shared by the people who share your home. In many cases, this includes little humans who find it delightful to have mummy and or daddy accessible all day. It could also be animals, noisy neighbours, elderly parents and domestic helpers. All these people happily occupied your office without you, and now they find you there. If your home office is in the middle of the kitchen and your children are in and out and constantly stopping for a catch-up chat, a cuddle, a snack, etc., then it is highly advisable to either move your location of your office, or if the kids are old enough, or if you're dealing with adults, set up some very clear boundaries for what and when you are available for being your home self, as opposed to being your working self. Your working self has deadlines, hopefully likes to get work completed to a high standard, and prefers having conference calls or virtual meetings without the sounds of crying babies in the background. Although sometimes these are unavoidable, if you can get it right 90% of the time with occasional blips, then you're doing really well. Some practices that I found work really well include a closed door with a sign on it. Particularly good for adults living with you and domestic helpers. Headphones, they're an indication that I'm working. Also keeping regular office hours that everyone knows about. Another thing that's been useful for me has been setting up a getting home routine. For example, once the children come home, just to have 20 minutes of connecting and chatting and catching up on the day and sorting out the afternoon's activities before going back to work. And then you're immersed in your work for another good few hours before stopping and being very present for the evening of making dinner, being with your family over dinner time, catching up and connecting again. But knowing that that's a chunk of time and not something that's going to be interrupted. The trick with this is to be present wherever you are. So if you are working, be fully present at work, fully focused and present. If you're at home, then be fully focused and present at home. Give people all the eye contact they need, give them all your attention, turn your phone off, take off all those annoying alerts and be fully present for the time that you are in your home mode. It's still you, you're always going to be a parent, but you have a home mode and a work mode that you need to switch between in order to be fully effective in both modes. You can't dual mode. So those are just my 7 tips. I'm sure there are many others that you have from your experience, and I'd love to hear your additions in the comments below.